Being a downright pleasant person to spend an afternoon with. Now, past the tour guides, what I'd like to do is introduce you to the train crew, the people who make the train go. Now, the man who's in charge of the train today, the train car hegemon, and that would be Mr. Dennis Donahue. You'll see him walking around in a snazzy black suit, along with his golden conductor hat. Now, assisting the conductor in the train movement today, also the plethora of jobs that he has, you'll see the brakeman of the train. You'll see Mr. Chris Williams walking around in a silver brakeman's hat. Now, one of my favorite gags that's been going around since I've been here about half a decade now is when a train car sees one or both of the suits walk into the train car, they'll say, "Well, who's driving the train?" Well, that would be our engineer. His name is Mr. John Westfall. All right, before we get going too far out of town, I do have to embolden my emblazoned shield that reads, "No Fun Zone." So I have to go over the rules that we have here on this train. I know it's easy to get lost in the plethora of vistas that we have to offer here on this train ride. These are basically decorations, a memento from a long last time. They're there to remind you not to cross. They are not weight-bearing. Please do not lean on the chains outside. They can easily snap and break and fall down. Now, we don't want anyone here prematurely exiting the train ride today. So please stay on board with us and stick to the platforms. Speaking of the platforms, if you're under the age of 16, welcome aboard. However, you must be accompanied by an adult at all times, especially if you want to use the platforms outside. There is no smoking or imbibing of any kind of alcoholic beverage on today's train ride. I know that's another point for me, Mr. No Fun Zone. But this is a very rare and somewhat, I consider, a sacred rainforest up here. One of the largest temperate rainforests in the world. It is under threat by, my list here just says gesture vaguely. So please don't smoke. We love our rainforest up here. Thank you. Lastly, the stoves are on. Some of us are sweating right now, but that's all right. Please do not attempt to adjust the temperature of the oil lamps, heaters on your own. I have burned my hands several times doing that, sometimes even on accident, so please just kind of be wary of where they are and do not touch them with your open hands. They will very much burn you. So if you are uncomfortable with the train temperature, please just let one of us know and we'll get that situated for you. Now I'm going to set the mic down for about a minute or so here and let Zane and Mary go through and meet and greet you and do all the other things they need to do. See you in a minute.
Oh my god, it's a 240 SX. Jesus Christ. In Skagway, Alaska, of all places.
Well, I haven't worked in like 2.5 or almost 2 years. It's like that long yet. I was worried, I was like studying my tools, like, oh, I forgot everything, I'm gonna be a failure. And then yesterday I took the first time, I was like, wow. Rate rose to 50%. On average, it was around 20. So 1 in every 5 Americans were jobless. A couple of years later, after this great crash, as houses foreclosed, banks went under, people were legitimately starving in the streets. In 1896, a man by the name of George Washington Carmack, just 3 years after this great crash, was goofing around in the Yukon area based on tall tales and a hunch. You see, he thought that there was a golden belt that encrusted the earth. Well, of course that's not true, but he actually did end up finding gold. So about 100,000 people starved on the idea of some kind of adventure, something that would save them, something that would give them hope. The gold flashing in the pan was the only thing that did. 100,000 people then came barreling into Skagway in hopes of getting their hands on some gold. Well, if you're a prospector, you're pretty disappointed to find out a couple of different things. One, the gold is nowhere close to Skagway. It's 600 miles from here.
on this side.
Yeah,
Wait.
you've been messing up this whole time, brother.
What?
You're all sitting way back. Oh, you're sitting on the right side. Sitting up in
Most of I was
front.
out of my mind. I'm sitting there.
Stupid.
Oh, literally passed out. Literally just like, wow, look at the mountain.
You're ridiculous. Excuse me, thank you. Literally just messing up, man. Messing up left, right, and center. Pretty freaking sick. We gotta go in the back of the train. We definitely gotta. Hello. We gotta go on the back of the train, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang my phone off the edge.
Here's your good hanging off the edge. There you go. Allegedly it gets, oh Jesus, look at that thing. Oh, imagine that. Allegedly it gets better. Yeah, like what do I know? That big opening it on the back. Let's go.
Hold on, I got a fucking mask.
My mask is on, mostly. Hell yeah. This is one of those don't fuck up. Jesus Christmas, don't fuck up. Pretty ridiculous. This is the spot to be on the train, let me tell you.
Oh, look at that. It's got a thing on the step.
I had selfies.
I know.
No, I had a regular one like that. I got my other one, I'm just holding it, and it's terrible. My one on the stick is the way to go. So.
I want to get over here. You can see the train from the side.
Oh, sure.
On the
I'd
bend.
love to. Sure. Thank you. My hat's gonna fly off.
Good.
Fuck you, I like this hat. Jesus.
I almost pulled this lever.
I literally thought you were about to send me off the train, sir.
I almost did.
Whoa! A waterfall. Come on, do the roar. Hang me off the edge of the cliff or something. I always thought it was going to be much colder. I'm shook by how warm it is.
Oh, it's great.
Blown away. Every video I've seen of this train, it's covered in snow over here. There's no snow.
We'll get there. We're going up.
Okay. Dang, it goes that high, huh? I know nothing.
Disorientated. Stare at the track.
Well, don't stare at the tracks then, you goober.
I can't not.
Oh man, pretty sick though. Just hanging out back here is the spot.
Dude, it's cool.
Disorientating was when I looked forward and thought we were going to turn into this.
Oh, we're coming up on that old bridge.
Are we? Clifton. Oh god, it makes noises.
Damn, this is cool as hell.
This is out of control.
You ever been on a cool train ride like this?
I've been on some pretty fucking awesome train rides, but not one quite like this.
I've never been on.
Not once.
Okay.
First time on a train.
Where are you from?
California?
Trains in California?
Not by him.
No.
Wow.
Where you guys from? Oh, we got lots of trains in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah.
People are riding between the cars.
Oh, sure, okay. Nice.
Without a doubt.
I'm from Milwaukee, so I've taken the Amtrak to Chicago and stuff before, and I lived in Chicago for a while, so I rode the L.
It's out here, man.
We used out here, man. Riding trains.
I'm real nervous. I'm really
I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't throw me off the train, so.
I'm more nervous that I'm gonna throw myself off.
Okay. Well, don't do that. Don't be having an alright time.
I think we'd still be having an okay time.
Stranded. Because you're not good. If you're living. You know, unless you fall out the side of the mountain, you're going to be fine. You're just going to be stuck here.
That's a big check. We can switch over.
Absolutely, please.
Thank you very much.
Rocks. It's a pretty outstanding deal. If you're gonna do this, back of the train is the spot to be. Fucking waterfall.
Yeah, if you're gonna film, you should probably save some of your life for the cooler shit. What cooler shit?
It's awesome. They just paint these rocks white to make you think it's cold here. It's all a sham. Oh, that's a good one!
Didn't even get it either.
I got it!
Hell yeah.
This is sick! This thing has air brakes. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, what I don't see back here is a manual handbrake. We're just gonna break off the train and just go sending down the mountain. Pretty outstanding. Riding these trains, still here, still riding the train.
We can't see the glacier because of the clouds today.